Alright, Carlos. So today we're going to learn a little bit about dribbling today in basketball. So some of the teaching cues in basketball in order to be successful at dribbling are you want to have your knees bent first. If I can see you have knees bent a little bit. Alright. You want to dribble the ball with your finger pads. Alright. Not your fingertips, not the palm of your hands, finger pads, okay? And then you want to always have your eyes up. You're dribbling, knees bent, eyes up.
Okay, so that was more of just like the fundamental, just like the general way of dribbling. Now we're going to integrate some skills, maybe like beat a defender. So the way beat a defender is from switching one hand to the other, called the crossover. So you're dribbling and you cross it over to your left. But when you cross it over, you want to push it out of the defender's reach. So say a defender's this cone, you want to push it past the defender and get past them. And when you're this cone, past the defender.
That's the chest pass. Now second, bounce pass. You want to do the same cues, ball on the side of the hand, you want to step in with your dominant foot and throw it right in the middle between us two. So, like that. You want the ball to reach at least above in your abdominal section. Good.
Hey Carlos, just to add real quick. Yeah, pass. When you're pushing the ball, the first step's important, but you also want to flick your wrists and point your fingers out once you release the ball. So flick your wrists and point them out, whether you're doing the chest pass or the bounce pass. So chest pass, fingers out. Okay? Yeah, just like that. Good. And the bounce pass, same idea. All right, there you go, man.
Alright, and now we're going to do the overhead, same thing, just move it down. It's almost like a throw-in in soccer. That's with basketball a little bit. Good. And an outlet pass is very important when, especially if you get the rebound during a game, and you're a center, you get the rebound, you want to outlet to a point guard. That's what an outlet is. When someone gets the rebound and you're up there by half court, rebounder outlets to you, okay? And that's it for passing right now.
All right, just real quick, with a defender. So say you're getting open for Vinny. Vinny's a point guard up top. And here, so say you're like the center down low, and he's trying to get the center of the ball to get a quick layup. Say I'm in front of Vinny's face here. What do you think's the best way for him to pass it to me? The overhead pass, right? So here, my hands are low, he throws it over. All right, so say here, give it back to him. Say my hands are high, and I'm in his face here. See, now he gets around, a nice bounce pass right there. So those are just some ways to beat a defender, to get the ball past the defender, so you're not just giving it away. You don't want anybody to steal the ball. All right?
Just wanted to take a shot from wherever I mentioned before, the different spots on the floor. So if we can go to the top of the key and take a shot. Let's see. Perfect. All right.
Good try.
Try one of the elbows. Either elbow. Good. Good.
Nice.
Now, how about outside the arc? Good. And how about a block? And anywhere from inside the arc? Pick a spot, pick a spot. Good, good.
All right. So, Carlos, today we're just gonna go over some of the positions on the court and the roles they play and what they usually do, what their jobs are on the court, what they would like to do for the team. So, real quick, do you know how many players are on the court for each team?
5.
5 for each team. All right. Do you know some of the positions?
I know you have 2 guards and 2 forwards and a center.
Good. All right. Yeah, you're right. So the 2 guards are the point guard and the shooting guard, and the forwards are a small forward and power forward, and then, like you said, there's the center. Vin, you want to elaborate on those a little more?
Okay, so the main job of the point guard is to be the distributor. He pretty much handles the ball throughout the game, probably has the best dribbling skills on the team. So their role is to just get everybody involved, get open shots for their teammates. The shooting guard is primarily the best shooter on the team. You could probably find the shooting guard hanging out behind the three-point arc or even a little bit inside, but for the most part, they're the best shooter on the team. And then the 2 forwards, small and power forward, are probably your two most fit players on the team. They're usually always running the floor, playing hard defense on the best offensive player on the opposite team. And then the center is your biggest person on the team. They're pretty much responsible for guarding the biggest player on the opposite team and also grabbing rebounds and outletting the ball to the point guard. We talked about outlet passes when the center rebounds the ball and they outlet with overhead pass to the point guard so they can lead the fast break.
Yeah, point guard and shooting guard are always on the outside looking for those outlet passes, trying to get it either a 3-point line or a fast break.
Okay, and here's a diagram of a court. And so primarily the point guard is always going to be on the top of the key. We talked about the top of the key being on the top of the 3-point arc. Okay, and then we have wing players. The wing players are going to be your shooting guard and your small forward. Okay, so on the corners you're going to have shooting guard and small forward, and then your power forward and your center are going to be down on the block. So they're going to be on the bottom of the key. Okay, so when we talked about the 2 blocks where you shoot a layup, those are where the power forward and center are going to be when playing defense. So their jobs are to get rebounds and then outlet to the point guard.
Yeah, just like those bounce passes we talked about, the shooting guard and the point guard are always getting those bounce passes right into their hands right there, and then they turn up for the layup right there on the block.
Okay, and so what we want you to do now for homework is to...
All right, so this paper here, we want you to pick your favorite player in the NBA. So what you're gonna do, so it's conquered ball, received ball, lost ball, pass ball, successful shot, and missed shot. And right here it tells you what each of those mean. So we're gonna send you home with this, and you're gonna watch a game. And
so
when you
any
do,
game, it's like a fun activity. You get to watch any game on TV, and you're just gonna pretty much watch the role of the players. You're just gonna tally up how many shots they take.
yeah, no, just for the one player.
Or just for
So
one player.
one player. So say you pick LeBron James, you're gonna tally off all the times he passes the ball and connects the pass. Every time he steals the ball. Every time he takes a shot. Every time he takes a shot and misses or scores a shot.
Okay.
And also at the start of the game, we want you to write down the 5 starting players and their positions. So if you're able, I know it's confusing sometimes the small forward and the power forward and seeing who's where, but just try your best to find which players are in what positions and what roles they're playing.
And what we really want to focus on is pretty much the cues that we taught for passing, shooting, and dribbling. So we want to see when the players are shooting, are their knees bent, are their elbows in, are they follow through, are they doing a follow through on their shot? When they're passing, is it a chest pass or a bounce pass? Are they extending their knee when they're going up for a layup? So all the cues that we talked about and that we practiced on, we want to see if you're seeing it in a real NBA game. Okay, so that's just mainly the big part of the homework.
And so, for dribbling, can you recall some of the cues that we learned in order to be successful in dribbling?
Have your knees bent, look up, and dribble with your finger pads.
Finger pads, great.
Good. So for passing, remember, so what did I say? We had to
Step,
step through.
Step with your dominant or your non-dominant foot?
dominant foot,
Dominant foot, okay. And then we want to have
both hands on the ball,
Both hands on the ball.
flick your wrists.
Flick your wrist.
flick your wrist out when you pass. And what type of passes did we learn about?
We learned chest pass, bounce pass, and the overhead pass.
Overhead pass, nice. Alright, and then last, we did shooting. What are the cues to shooting?
Remember that
there
beef
was
thing we showed you? Yeah.
Beef.
It was balance, eyes, elbows, and follow through.
Follow through. Good.
Perfect.
And then hand in the cookie jar, like I said.
Yeah.
That follow through.
And so some of the destinations on the court, can you recall some of the names?
Yeah, the elbow, the foul line, the key, outside of the arc, inside of the arc, the block.
The block down low.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, and typically when someone gets a rebound, what kind of pass do they do to give to the guard?
Like that outlet pass.
Overhead pass.
Yeah.
Overhead pass, which is called an outlet pass.
Alright.
Good.